Hi there, my name is Abel, also known as Brand Chameleon, and today we'll be discussing about how to make use of appeal in your advertising. Now, it has become quite usual for people who especially run internet and online advertising, who engage in digital marketing or even social media marketing, to always neglect the place of appeal. Now, what is appeal? Appeal is a system of getting to know what attracts the emotion of your audience, what makes your audience want to listen to your advert. Is usually used as your header. It's usually used to draw attention of your audience, your target audience. So basically all we learn these days is how to target, how to know the demography or the client persona of our target audience. But we tend to forget that even after researching your client persona, even after researching what they want, what they like, their demography, you know how to put it for targeting in your digital adverts. You forget the place of appeal, which will attract that to your target audience, because obviously the ad is going to get to your target audience, but what will attract them to listen to what you have to say, what will attract them to read what you have to say, is appeal. And in this video we are going to be highlighting 5 kinds of appeal and how to make use of them in your advertising copy. Stay tuned. Now, a little bit of disclaimer before we start. Some of the things I'm going to be mentioning, or some of the appeals I'm going to be mentioning, are appeals that are textbook worthy, while others are not, because in real life, or in the real sense of it, what applies in real life most times you don't find them in your normal advertising textbooks you read since 1980. So let's go. The first one is the religious appeal. Now, the religious appeal is not an appeal that you'll find as textbook worthy, but if you look at it in the real sense, it actually works. Imagine what does during their Salah period. What do? They make use of the symbol, the Islamic symbol of ram, to advertise. They make use of even quotes from the Quran in order to advertise, and that will attract the Muslims, because these Muslims are religious people, so they are going to get in line with that advice. It's going to sink into their minds. Easter period, they use a quotation from the Bible and run it together with an advert. You should try it. Christmas is coming. It's something you like to review. Secondly, you should start looking at fear appeal. Yes, it seems like a very lunatic way to run adverts, but fear appeal also works. What is fear appeal? Fear appeal is making use of what your client or your target audience fears the most to advertise to them as a consequence of not buying or not patronizing your product. For instance, I'm a social media manager and brand expert. So if I'm going to pitch or advertise to my target clients, what will I say? I will give them the fear of their business might fold up before 2030 because they are not online, or their businesses don't have social media pages. And that is the truth anyways. Not that I'm trying to advertise, but that's the truth. So fear appeal also works magic, like it works a lot of magic. Third is the romantic appeal. Now, romantic appeal is not used for every kind of product. You can't be using romantic appeal to sell clippers. It doesn't work that way. Romantic appeals means making use of ladies most often that expose some skin, not naked. Expose some skin, because if your subject is naked, your ad is not going to go through. So they expose some skin in order to sell some kind of product, and these products most of the time are usually luxury products. When I mean luxury product, I mean expensive wines. You make use of romantic appeal. Luxury houses like condominiums, they make use of romantic appeal. Like anything that speaks luxury chairs, they always make use of romantic appeal, because anybody who sees such a lady will be like, oh yes, these are some of the things I can enjoy when I buy this piece of luxury. I'm not going to go deeper into that. I know you understand what I mean. Now I think it's time to get more problematic. Another kind of appeal, which will be the fourth one, is the reverse psychology appeal. Now, what is reverse psychology? Reverse psychology has to do with saying the opposite of what you want your target audience to do. It's just like, let me use the example of toasting a girl. When everybody's trying to woo a girl, they try to appeal to her as a nice guy. But there's the rule of the 11th man, which is the girl is going to be attracted to that guy who doesn't even give two nuts about her. Same thing with advertising. It also works with advertising. If you're advertising yourself as a man, you should also be advertising your business. So it also works with advertising. You try to give your audience this benefit of that look, really, I don't need you, but I know you need me. But you will not tell them that you don't need them. So you are like trying to create a balance, like, don't do this. After all, it's your money. It forces them to want to do it, right? You can say, it's 2022. You don't need to buy a new car. Why would you buy a new car until someone else with a new car steals your babe? That kind of thing is like reverse psychology, telling them don't do it. But if you don't still do it, you might have consequences which will make them want to do it. That's the reverse psychology appeal. Last but not the least for today's video is the shocker appeal. Now, this is not textbook worthy, but it is worthy of mention because the shocker appeal makes you understand that your audience might not really get the content of your message if you don't draw them quickly and with a shock. So coming on your screen with like, wait, I'm explaining this. Wait, I want to do something. Hey there! You see that effect? Yes, that's what we call the staccato effect. You try to shock them, like you just come on like, hey there, you hit them hard. If you are doing graphics for this, you have to design something loud. Your font will have to be very big in order to get that shock out of them. So when you shock them like that, you have their attention. You don't find someone who is shocked and keeps scrolling. No, when you're shocked, he just stays mute until he listens to everything you have to say. At least that's the aim of the whole advertisement, for him to listen to what you have to say and what you have to offer, and then he might get to buy or make a decision to buy or not.